Explorations 5 Children's Museum is a great resource we have here in the Polk County community to help engage children and get them thinking about new ideas, get their imagination going. Well, here today we have Brenda Paul. She is the Public Relations Director at Explorations 5 Children's Museum, and she's going to talk to us about a new program to get kids kind of thinking about different things other than the what the normal museum has to offer. Welcome to the show, Brenda.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
So the financial fitness, most people don't think of money when they think of fitness. They think of, exercise and jumping around in the park. But so what is financial fitness?
Well, as you mentioned, folks a lot of times are very interested in keeping their physical fitness up to par, but sometimes their finances sort of take a back seat to that. And through the United Way, Explorations 5 wants to be able to help families, not just the adults and not just the kids, but we want to help the families keep their finances in shape, just like they might be concerned about their physical beings. We want to teach them how to keep their finances in shape as well.
Okay, so how are you going about doing that? Because that sounds like a big task.
It's a big job. A lot of people don't even have a budget, but we, in our classes, our sessions, we teach folks about budgeting. We teach them about how to save money. We teach them about taking a look at their credit reports and getting those up to par. If they're a little shaky, we kind of go through some steps that teach them about getting that credit report in a better place so that they're paying more attention as to how they spend their money, where they spend their money, and when they spend their money.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about how important it is to get the entire family involved in the process and not just have, mom or dad be in charge of all the bills and all the money and have the kids in the dark.
Well, finances, obviously, it's a family issue. And just like eating right, when you want your children and your family to eat right, you want everybody to do it. So we feel like that teaching them about the finances is just as important on the whole, that the whole family learns about spending money and how to spend it. So we not only have sessions for the adults, but simultaneously, while we're teaching the adults about these things, the children are learning about making choices, financial choices, not just choices as to, are they going to spend the night with their friend Susie or whatever, but choices as to how they spend their money and choices as to what's really important. If they are on a budget, what things are important to them when they make that choice to spend their money.
Okay, and I think you brought an activity here today to kind of show how you get that point across to the kids.
I did. First of all, I have a little piggy bank, and on the piggy bank there's lots of words. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but lots of things that we can save our money for. And so that all has to do with making choices. And the activity that we do in one of the sessions also has to do with making those choices. And we teach the children to distinguish needs versus wants. You might want an ice cream, but you might need a gallon of milk for your cereal and for your breakfast in the morning. So these activities help them make those choices. And what we do with this particular activity is we give the kids, and the adults too, 15 pieces of candy. And that's their money. That's their cash for the month. And they have to make choices as to whether or not they want cable TV or whether or not they want to pay the water bill. So they have to make those choices, and we use everyday things that the kids will understand, and adults too, to help show them how to make those choices and make them better choices than perhaps they may have done in the past.
That sounds like a great approach. So what's the format for this? Is it a one-time session? Or
we have several sessions. We are getting ready to do our we have 2 Saturday sessions that are coming up. A Saturday session is going to be held on September the 7th, and a Saturday session is going to be held on October the 19th. And these are one-day sessions. They would come for that one day, and the kids and the adults as well, we would learn about those things that I mentioned before: how to budget, how to improve your credit score, how to learn how to save, how to make those important choices that need to be made sometimes as far as finances are concerned. So we have those 2 Saturday classes coming up, and we'll also have Monday evening classes once a month. Our next Monday evening class is going to be Monday, September the 9th, and they come for 3 different sessions for that. And each of these sessions, whether it's the daytime session or the evening session, we have a free meal, free lunch or dinner for the family, and then they get to interact and learn about how to get their finances in shape after we treat them to a good meal.
Which always helps with the budget, free food.
That's right. Free food always helps.
Do people need to sign up in advance?
Yes, they need to register for the sessions.
Okay.
The registration deadline is September the 6th, and they can register by calling the museum, and that number is 863-687-3869. They can give us a call and we can get them registered. There's a fee that's involved. It's $25 for families. However, for income, if they meet income guidelines, that cost is cut down to $5 per family.
Okay, and that's whether your family is 3 or 6.
Right,
okay.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
All right, and is it right downtown at the museum?
We have the sessions at the museum at 109 North Kentucky Avenue, right in downtown Lakeland.
Okay, well, there's another thing that I want to talk about today along the lines of furthering education. You guys are offering tutoring now at the
Yes,
museum?
we have a tutoring and test prep department now. We felt like as much as we helped the kids in their education when they come into the museum and play in the exhibits and learn while they're playing, we wanted to expand that reach, and we felt that doing so through having the tutoring and test prep was a perfect fit for us to expand it from, say, kindergarten on up to college age and adults who would need help with certain subjects.
So you get them while they're young and they get used to coming to the museum and excited about coming to the museum, and now they're coming back to just keep learning.
Right.
So is there, what kind of costs are we talking about for these?
Well, it's a very low cost, and it's very competitive. It varies depending on the subject matter, and we have one-on-one sessions, plus we also have group sessions depending on the need at the time. So those costs are sort of relative depending on if you want the one-on-one session or if you're looking at group test preparation or something of that nature.
Okay, but not test prep like Friday's geometry quiz. You're talking about the standardized test,
well,
right?
Yeah, the SATs, the ACTs, your
Okay.
end of course exams. We have a very knowledgeable director that's in charge of our tutoring department, and she makes sure that you get everything you need to be successful, not only in your subject, but also when you go to take those standardized tests.
Okay, how can parents get their children signed up for these courses?
They can give us a call at the museum. Again, the number 863-687-3869, and ask to speak to Terry. She's our Academic Services Director, and Terry can talk the parents through whatever the issues might be, whatever the subject assistance they might need. She interviews them and talks to them, and that way she can make sure that you're going in the right direction with that tutoring and test prep.
Okay. Well, what about the tutors? Do you need more of them? Are you looking for more tutors?
We are always on the lookout for tutors, and Terry, as I mentioned, our Academic Services Director, would have more information as to what subject matters that she might need tutors in, and there's certainly a need for us to make sure that we've got the cream of the crop when it comes to our tutoring department.
Yeah, and the more the better, because that
Right.
means that there's more children that you can
Right.
reach out to.
Right, exactly.
Well, Brenda, do you have any sponsors or anything that, for the financial fitness classes or the tutoring prep?
The United Way of Central Florida is sponsoring our financial fitness, and it's one of their goals as well to make sure that families are not only healthy and taken care of as far as the social services are concerned, but also learn how to handle their finances and to be more successful in the financial arena within their home.
Well, it sounds great, like they're doing a really great job, and they have great ideas.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for coming on the show today, Brenda, to share about all these educational opportunities.
Well, you're quite welcome.
So you need to make sure that you get in touch with the Explorations 5 Children's Museum so that you can keep your family financially fit. They are offering 2 Saturday sessions coming up, one on September 7th and one on October 19th. There's also monthly Monday sessions starting on September 9th. You're going to want to sign up early for these classes because they will fill up. They are $25 per family, and that doesn't matter what size your family is, $25, or $5 if you meet the income guidelines. The classes are for families, adults and children are going to learn all about goal settings, budgets, saving, improving your credit score. Children kind of age 3 to 12 are going to have different exercises as well. And Explorations 5 is also doing tutoring and test prep now. One-on-one sessions for with students and larger test prep classes. For more information, you can go to explorationsv.com or call the museum and ask for Terry. She's the Academic Services Director, to get your child signed up or to sign up to become a tutor.